Greetings and good evening, everybody. It is I, once again, the Lawn Gnome, coming to you with this month's edition of one of my favorite things that I have put together this year, and that is Out of the Vault. And if you need to catch up a little bit, there's a link to the playlist in the box below. So today I've got a real treat for you. We're going to take a look at the 16th Disney animated classic, created back in 1959. Probably one of the most coveted Disney princesses. It is Princess Aurora, and this is the story of Sleeping Beauty. Now, this is a movie that I was really looking forward to seeing, because while I closely am approaching the age of 32 this month, the last time I saw Disney's classic Sleeping Beauty, I was 8 years old. So like Bambi, and like Peter Pan, getting a chance to see a movie like Sleeping Beauty gave me a little bit of skepticism. And especially considering the fact that I had a copy of Sleeping Beauty that had major gaps into it because of the fact that when I was little, I just loved to press the buttons on the VCR while my mother was taping a movie, and it ended up getting a little screwed. So there are whole little gaps that I just really did not remember in this movie. And I will have to say one thing about Sleeping Beauty. This is without a doubt one of those real timeless fairy tale classics, because it feels like you're living a fairy tale. You've got the fairies with the magic wands, you've got the classic Disney villain in Maleficent, which is probably one of the most feared and most evil of all the Disney classic villains to date. She is so scary in this movie, especially at the end, and you probably know exactly what I'm talking about as far as the end of Sleeping Beauty. But you get this amazing story of hope and joy and trying to find true love and wonder in your eyes when you're watching Sleeping Beauty, all the way down to the animation. The animation is just unlike anything I've ever seen in any of the other Disney classics, with so many modern marvels and the way animation has evolved all the way down to the 3D animation wonderment that is Pixar. You just have to be amazed by these old Disney 2D cel-animated films, and especially Sleeping Beauty, because it's just so unique and so magical when you take a look at everything that this movie is about. And if I were to recommend any Disney classic, even when you take a look at the real modern-day classics like The Lion King and Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty is really one of those that you just have to see. It's a beautiful Disney classic, and it deserves to be known as one of the greatest of all time. So Sleeping Beauty, after all this time, I have to say it is wonderful. It's still a classic, and I'm giving it 4 out of 4. So comment in the box, guys, and let me know what your thoughts are on Sleeping Beauty. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys when I do my next rendition of Out of the Vault, and we're going to take a look at something a little bit more recent. Another movie that I actually have not seen up until this point, so I'm really excited to review it. What is it? I'll see you in September, and you'll find out. Actions speak louder than words.